Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the interview training company howtobecome.com, and in this presentation I will teach you how to pass your Scrum Master interview. So if you have an interview coming up for any organisation whatsoever, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by giving you a list of Scrum Master interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for, including some tough behavioural and scenario-based interview questions, such as tell me about a time when you failed as a Scrum Master. I'll then provide you with example high-scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed. Plus, I'll also make sure to give you some essential tips for passing your Scrum Master interview before finally telling you how you can download instantly these slides, plus 30 great answers to Scrum Master interview questions in a PDF guide. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I want to help you to pass your interview by giving you brilliant answers to the toughest Scrum Master interview questions, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's take a look at that very first Scrum Master behavioural interview question, which is describe a time when your team faced unexpected obstacles during a challenging sprint. How did you facilitate the team's response and adaptation? Now remember, you are being asked this question so the hiring manager can evaluate your problem-solving abilities, versatility, and how well you can navigate your team through challenges while keeping the Scrum framework intact. A great way to answer this question is to provide an example and structure your answer using the STAR method. So the STAR method, STARR, stands for this. S is for situation. What was the situation you found yourself in? T is for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? R is for result. What was the end result from your actions? Make sure it's always a positive end result. And finally, the final R is for reflection. What did you learn from the experience? So let's take a look at a brilliant top scoring answer, structuring our answer using that STAR method. Describe a time when your team faced unexpected obstacles during a challenging sprint. How did you facilitate the team's response and adaptation? There is one example of a challenging sprint that comes to mind straight away. During this difficult sprint, unforeseen technical challenges appeared and hampered our progress. As the Scrum Master, it was my task to assist the team in responding and adapting to overcome these obstacles. To start, I encouraged open communication so that the team members could express their opinions, concerns, and ideas. For cross-functional collaboration and creative problem solving, we set up pairing sessions. I found this to be extremely beneficial. Together, we changed the sprint objective to take on the problems while preserving quality. Daily stand-ups helped everyone stay on the same page by addressing roadblocks and sharing progress. Because of this, we delivered a high-quality increment and improved the team's cohesiveness despite the changes and challenges we faced. I always look back at this experience as one that demonstrated the value of cooperation, flexibility, and the Scrum principles of commitment and courage. Okay, let's move on to the next Scrum Master interview question, which is, have you done a sprint review in your previous roles, even if stakeholders don't attend? I love this question. It's a really challenging one, and one I'm seeing come up more and more. I have a couple of tips for you. Firstly, this question is testing you to see how you motivate and encourage your team to keep performing well and stay accountable, and that you value feedback. So my advice is to say that you still do sprint reviews, and that you also recognize that stakeholder engagement may fluctuate due to their busy schedules, but the value of the sprint review remains constant. So to address this, you could say that you proactively encourage stakeholders to provide feedback asynchronously. Here's a top scoring answer to help you. Have you done a sprint review in your previous roles, even if the stakeholders don't attend? Yes, I always upheld the practice of conducting sprint reviews in my previous roles as a Scrum Master, even when stakeholders were unable to attend. Although the input of stakeholders is essential, I think the sprint review is a crucial time for the team to highlight its success and gather suggestions for future development. I made sure that the team's work wasn't in vain when stakeholders couldn't be present. Internal sprint reviews that I organised included team members from various disciplines. This not only encouraged teamwork, but also made it possible for cross-functional discussions and insights that improved the feedback process. Outside of the sprint reviews, I actively encourage stakeholders to provide feedback through a variety of communication channels. This inclusive approach ensured that the team received useful feedback to improve their work and helped capture a variety of viewpoints. My ultimate objective has always been to uphold the Scrum values of openness and continuous improvement. While involving stakeholders is ideal, I've worked to make each sprint review a significant and fruitful occasion that advances the team's development and results in the delivery of useful increments. Now don't go anywhere, as I still have more interview questions and answers to give you. But when you're ready, click that link in the top right hand corner. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my 30 Scrum Master interview questions and answers for any organisation to give you the edge in your interview, including the ones we're covering right now. Okay, here is the next Scrum Master interview question for you. Tell me when you have failed as a Scrum Master. This is a really tricky question. In fact, this question is hard because most candidates say they haven't failed before. The hiring manager will not be impressed and you'll probably fail the interview. Instead, you must be honest and take ownership of your failure, because everyone has made mistakes. Show that you've learned from your mistakes and how in turn they have made you a better Scrum Master. So let's take a look at a brilliant top scoring answer to help you. Tell me when you have failed as a Scrum Master. There is one instance that comes to mind where I did fail in my role as a Scrum Master. Early on in my career, I was placed in charge of helping a new team adopt an agile way of working. I had developed an excellent Scrum framework for the company and the team was really positive about adapting an agile method. However, I found myself with a shortage of people with the right skill set. This happened as I wrongly accounted for skills in my plan that the team did not currently have, but I was told HR had already interviewed for these roles and 2 new members of staff were to be joining the team soon. However, when these members of staff joined, it was quickly clear that their skill sets were not a match for the vision I had for them. This was my error, as I did not reach out to these members of staff before they joined the team to assess their best strengths, and I went with what other people told me instead, whom obviously would not know the details of the framework and the project ahead. I managed to quickly fix this issue by learning what their actual strengths were and adjusting the plan accordingly. However, I was embarrassed by my mistake and I learned a great deal from this experience. Moving forward, I have since found that the best way to avoid a shortage of people and skill sets is to work closely with HR. I do this by having meetings with them when they are recruiting to ensure that I can provide them with as much detail about the experience and skills needed, and also any certifications that we need. I have found this to be highly effective in enabling HR to create recruitment campaigns that meet our needs. Okay, the next Scrum Master interview question is: explain what information you would require from a product owner to provide your team with an update on the product, its market, and its customer reception. This question is testing your knowledge to deliver great results. My advice is to mention you'd obtain these 3 things from the product owner. Number 1, product clarity. Number 2, customer feedback and usage data. And number 3, ask for any potential issues that the product owner may foresee. So let's take a look at a brilliant top scoring answer to help you. Explain what information you would require from a product owner to provide your team with an update on the product, its market, and its customer reception. I would prioritize a few important factors from the product owner in order to keep the team informed. First, in order to effectively align our efforts, I would seek clarity on the product vision and goals. Another essential component is to gain knowledge of market trends and competition. Insights from customers are crucial, and usage data and satisfaction metrics offer quantifiable progress indicators. Therefore, to ensure that decisions are made with the customer in mind, I would ask for recent interactions, pain points, and any feedback they could give. Finally, foreseeing difficulties and dangers enables proactive problem solving, so I would always ask the product owner to share any challenges or issues they foresee. Essentially, encouraging open communication while concentrating on the vision, customer context, and market empowers our team to be flexible and customer driven. Let's move on to the next Scrum Master interview question. Provide an example of when you helped a team transition from a traditional project management approach to Scrum. Being able to shift an individual or team's processes and mindset is a valuable skill. Use this question to demonstrate your change management skills and leadership qualities. Again, this is a great opportunity to format your answer using the STAR method. So let's take a look at exactly how we can do that by looking at a top scoring brilliant example answer. Provide an example of when you helped a team transition from a traditional project management approach to Scrum. In a previous position, I'd been hired to be in charge of directing our team's transition from conventional project management to Scrum. It was a great experience for me, as I had to deal with people's resistance to change, help people change their perspectives, and organise the implementation of Scrum methods. I organised training sessions outlining the principles of Scrum and highlighted its advantages. In order to encourage a sense of ownership and engagement, I facilitated open discussions to address worries and trepidations the team had. I encouraged a culture of exploration and continuous improvement, putting a strong emphasis on the importance of learning from mistakes in order to reshape mindsets. In order to help the team understand self-organisation and thoughtful decision-making, I made sure they actively participated in ceremonies. Over time, our efforts increased participation, boosted output, and strengthened the team dynamic. Upon completing our first project together as a team, the group not only embraced Scrum, but also flourished in its enabling environment. I am the type of person who is confident in leading a team through a significant change, like switching to Scrum. It requires patience, open communication, and a dedication to learning. Now, in preparation for your Scrum Master interview, I also recommend you prepare answers to the following questions. What are your strengths as a Scrum Master? Describe a time when you had to work to a strict deadline. Please explain your experience as a Scrum Master to date. What does the master mean in Scrum Master? Why do you want to work in this Scrum Master role, and what can you specifically bring to our organisation? Explain what Agile means to you. As a Scrum Master, how will you empower your team in order for them to adopt the Agile mindset effectively? Why do you want to work for our company as a Scrum Master? Have you ever worked with remote teams? And if so, how did you handle Scrum events? Tell me about yourself. Why should we hire you as our Scrum Master? What are your salary expectations in the role of Scrum Master for our company? Now, if you want to get the full list of 30 Scrum Master interview questions, and if you want to accelerate your learning even further and pass your interview at the first attempt, click that link right now in the top right hand corner of this video for two reasons. The first reason is that it will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can get all of these answers we just covered, plus a total of 30 brilliant responses to Scrum Master interview questions. And secondly, the next reason is I've given you 3 smart questions to ask at the end of your Scrum Master interview on that page. It's a brilliant resource guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview, and also more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. Make sure you check out that link. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like this one. If you have any questions regarding your job interview, please do let me know in the comment section below so I can get back to you with even more interview tips and advice. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your interview. Have a great day.